All right, guys, we got KJ Myers on the phone with us today. How you doing, KJ?
I'm doing great. How you doing today?
Not too bad, man. I'm glad the fall's finally getting here. It's starting to cool down a little bit, but I guess it's pretty warm down your way yet still, huh?
Oh yeah, it's real sunny, but tropical storm is going up the coast right now, so it's real rainy, a little adversity, but I mean brighter days, of course.
Right. Well, we was just talking about that before we started the show today. That wondering what that hurricane is going to bring to everybody.
Oh yeah, North Carolina, it's looking not too good right now.
Yeah, that's something to keep an eye on for real.
Yeah, definitely. They already having them evacuate, so.
Tell you what, man, it seems like it gets worse and worse every year, don't it?
Yeah, yeah, actually.
But anyway, man, I wanted to ask you a couple questions there. When you come out of high school, man, who were some of the other schools that recruited you, and why did you ultimately choose West Virginia to come to?
Well, I had a couple scholarship offers. I had USF, I had UCF, FAU, FIU, Vanderbilt, Middle Tennessee, Illinois. What else? Ole Miss. Who else? But West Virginia was the one, and they were actually the first one to offer me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was my 11th grade year. I was actually going to baseball practice when my coach called me, told me to come quick, and the great news.
So you was a baseball and football guy in high school, huh?
Yeah, baseball and football. Actually, my senior year of high school, I had to make a decision which one to pursue after high school.
Yeah, that was a tough decision, I imagine.
Yeah, it was. It really was tough. I mean, I actually went through a slump the second half of my baseball season. So I wasn't going to get drafted high. So I just ended up taking the scholarship route and football route, of course.
Well, they say the Lord works in mysterious ways, man. That might have been a sign, brother.
Hey, I know it. I know it's a sign now. It's crazy you say that.
Right. Anyway, I've been watching some of this low-life stuff that you got going on, man. Can you tell us and the Ramble fans a little bit more about what that's all about? Okay,
well, it was 2013, and I hit a low point in my life. Being in Morgantown, West Virginia, I was 12 hours away from my mommy and my family and my real friends that I grew up with. So that was tough. The death of my sister in 2008 also played a toll on me. And football was kind of a roller coaster at the time. Had a lot of ups and downs throughout the year. And was just homesick. And I got to a point where I almost wanted to give up on myself. And I've never been in that point in my life ever. But then a voice came to me and told me, low life, lack of worries. And that's all it was at that time. And I was just like, lack of worries, lack of worries. And then it just stuck to me. And after that, every morning, I started just refocusing myself and telling myself lack of worries. Whenever I have to go into a workout in the morning or I have class and then we have practice, all through all that, I just tell myself lack of worries, lack of worries, lack of worries. And it really helped me during that time and brought me back to life. I know the Lord brought me back up from that low point I was at.
Right.
And then the acronym for life came to me, which is living in fearless efforts, just fearless actions, and lack of worries, of course, that mentality. And then the last piece of the triangle is the balloon, the red balloon, red symbolizing love, and the balloon meaning letting go any insecurities, doubts, worries, fears, anything that's slowing down your life process, anything in the past, just letting it go.
Yeah, I've seen the video that you guys did in Morgantown. I think it was last year. I guess you done it. I just found it the other day.
Yeah.
That was pretty touching, man. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, amazing video, actually. It's crazy. When we were shooting the video, I didn't know how it was going to turn out or anything. Next thing you know, I just received a text with the link, and the video was up, and I almost teared up watching the video. The video really inspired me, and I was just like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, it was good stuff. I'm gonna go in a little different direction now. Speaking of the video, I noticed you had a couple other Mountaineers on the team that was repping the low life headgear and whatnot. And I noticed Rush Rochelle was one of those. We was actually talking about Rush Rochelle earlier today. What do you think the deal is with him in Morgantown? I mean, obviously you're saying what everybody else is saying. I mean, the dude's good, but it seems like there is a lack of consistency there. You got anything you want to say about that? I mean, you got an opinion or
the football team in a whole?
Well, yeah. You go ahead and talk.
Or Shell.
Well, the football team as a whole. I mean, obviously there you could cipher through and pick apart the team, but specifically Rush Rochelle, what do you think he needs to do differently to get back to the level he was at? I mean, even though he didn't get as many touches as Wendell Smallwood got last year, he was still scoring just as much. But he almost cost us the game Saturday. There was a couple cue mishaps, and that surprised me because usually he doesn't make those mistakes that bad in that current situation.
Right. Well, I honestly don't know what he had going on at that time, but it could be anything. But you're humbled in times like those, and luckily we won the game, and they have another opponent next week, and I'm sure he's going to show up next week. Or
yeah, he's going to be chomping at the bit to get back at it when we get to Texas Tech, I believe.
Yeah, and we owe Texas Tech, so this is big. So
do you remember
he's going to show up.
Do you remember the game? I think it was 2013 where we played Texas Tech at home, and it was back and forth all game, and they finally got the best of us at the end of the game. I think it was 2013.
Of course, I remember that.
Oh man, I took my dad to the game. It was the first time he ever got to go to Mountaineer Field, and I was like, we're gonna sing Country Roads. It's gonna be sweet.
Oh man, we didn't get to sing it.
That was a heartbreaker, wasn't it?
Yeah, man, it was rough. A rough time in Morgantown during that time. And then the other time when we first got into the Big 12, we went out there. Well, we were ranked like number 5 or. Mm-hmm.
That was after Gino started the season. That's when you guys started the season like 5-0, wasn't it?
Baylor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh.
That was
crazy. That was after the Orange Bowl year.
Yeah, after y'all went in there and kicked all kind of ass. Matter of fact, I just heard the other day that you guys just scored another touchdown.
Yeah, we went off of them, KJ.
Hey. Yeah, it was amazing. That was one of the greatest weeks of my life ever.
Oh, I bet, man. I bet it was intense, dude. A lot of people back here, you got a lot of haters. I'm sure you've seen it. A lot of people's wanting Dana Holgorsen out of there. I don't think that's a good decision. What do you feel about Dana Holgorsen? Obviously, you was there with him, so you know him better than us or some of our listeners do. And it seems like to me he's been progressing through the years, but what do you think ultimately Dana needs to do? Because, you know, they got the new athletic director in there now. And what do you think Dana needs to do to secure that job? I mean, does he have to have a 10-win season? Does he have to go and win a bowl game? Or do you think he's safe the way it is? I mean, what do you think?
Well, I don't think anything is safe, because you can't get comfortable in any position. But I feel like he honestly just needs to continue doing what he's doing, and the camaraderie between the players and the coaches, and also the players, as in the scholarship players and the walk-on players, that camaraderie with the coaches and the staff and stuff, that continues to grow. I feel like they will be unstoppable. And they're putting on a show this year. It's a lot of progression in the playmaking abilities this season.
Speaking of playmaking, did you see that catch Shelton made there Saturday?
Yeah, man, I seen it. It was amazing.
How you catch that?
I wish he would have had on his that's God luck.
Right. What really got me is they didn't throw no flag on it, but that's a whole other conversation altogether.
But what got me is he was supposed to have on his low life headband, and it would have been too perfect.
Right.
Too perfect. But hey, he'll have a couple more of those, a lot more of those this season, so no worries.
That's exactly right, man. No worries. I love that because if you people watching have never been there, and whenever you get to your bottom point, it's painful. Getting back is the hard part, and once you get your head right, and you can start helping others, it's a beautiful thing. It really is.
It really is, and that's what I'm doing.
I love it, dude. I love it, man. Before we go, KJ, is there any kind of social media account or website or something we can direct the fans to if they would like to acquire some low life merchandise or something, or find out a little bit more about it?
The website is lowlifeculture.com. The Instagram account is DTHE Low Life Culture, and there's also a Facebook like page, and it's Low Life Culture, and a space in between the words. And there's also an app. If you go to your app store and type in Low Life Culture with spaces, then the app will come up. You download the app and make sure you turn on your notifications.
Man, you got your own app, man. That's all kind of awesome right there.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool too, because you can make like your own account, so it's kind of like another social media, and you can also like post stuff and converse with other people who have the app. So it's pretty next level.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, KJ, I hate to cut it short, brother, but we got some other stuff we got to get to. But thank you so much for being on the show, brother. We really appreciate it, man.
Thank you too, and if you don't remember anything, remember lack of words.
Amen, brother. Amen. Keep your head up, dude.
Will.
Later, buddy.